Hello, welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. We are here with Hask, my Sith warrior, on our way to do another interlude part of the series. We're going to be doing the Flashpoint known as Cademimu. So we're here on Vikan Space Dock about this report to Darth Malgus for a briefing. It's a bit late in the evening. Unfortunately, real life intrudes, keeps me busy now and again, as it will do for the next couple of days, but we can do what we can with the time we have. And I believe it's this terminal here, yes.
Lord Malgus, you wish to speak with me?
That's correct. Cademimu 5 is an industrial world used by the Republic as a weapons depot. The so-called war chest of the Outer Rim. Now the planetary governor faces charges of corruption and has declared independence rather than stand trial. This is our opportunity.
There's no Republic fleet and no treaty between the Empire and Cademimu.
Indeed. And they have something we want. If we acquire or eliminate Cademimu's weapon stockpiles, 3 Republic sectors will be left undefended. Conquering the planet is secondary. Nonetheless, we must act before Republic troops put down this rebellion, or before the governor readies the Kadamimu defenses.
What sort of arsenal can the governor access? What are we facing?
The stockpile consists of over 80,000 missiles designed to obliterate capital ships. As we speak, the governor is overriding Republic security protocols and arming the planetary missile batteries. His private army is quelling civilian riots, but the army's elite will protect the missile command center. Push through, take control, and Kadamimu will be ours.
I'll leave for the planet immediately, Lord Malgus. Be prepared for my signal.
The fleet is assembling. When you are finished, it will be ready to secure the system.
Okay. So, Kadamimu has a shit ton of missiles. Mostly anti-capital shipped class as well. So we need to get into the missile command center more importantly than finding this governor. It's funny that if you play this as a player of the Republic, then you learn a bit more from the Jedi Grandmaster Satele Shan, because the governor, when he was accused of corruption, pulled in an elite guard from a group of separatists from the world of Ord Mantell. Ord Mantell being one of the prologue worlds for a player of the Republic if you were a trooper or a smuggler. And in that time, quite a few of the separatist factions were being supplied resources by the Empire. So in a sense, the governor's basically getting help from the Empire already, but maybe the separatist faction was also wanting independence not only from the Republic, but also from the Empire. But either way, we would get warned that there is this General Ortol. He is the separatist de facto leader in charge of the defense of Kadamimu, and that's the man we really need to get rid of. The governor is just, well, we'll find him at one point or another, but he's kind of like just a politician. He has no real power himself. It's the missiles and this general that are the bigger danger. So, let's see, Kadamimu is here. Let's see how long it finds us to find a group. We are probably going to level up at least once during this flashpoint, so we'll get our first heroic utility point. We may also get our next passive at level 60. We'll look at these once we get once we get out of the flashpoint. I should definitely look to working on my item modifications as well. But I'll do my item modifications once again in my own time. Apart from that, no, we'll help out and liberate Kadamimu for the Empire. And then we'll get back on board the Fury and get to know our companions a bit more. That's the plan in any event. While we wait, is there anything on the Cartel market of interest? Got like a... They introduced these new robes, like, and new cloaks. I mean, I've never tried this one before, but sometimes you find that quite a few of the new products, for me at least, the ones I've been interested in, tended to glitch. I wonder if they fixed the one that I was looking at for my smuggler. Oh, there it is, the dashing. I'm not even going to show you the bundle. That cloak, it's attached to the elbows. So if you're playing as a gunslinger and dual wielding, it pulls it in a really awkward position. In fact, I might be able to show that off. Because I actually have it unlocked. That's the one. So you can't see it. It doesn't look so bad there. But let's see if I had... Let's pull out some weapons. Pull out some blaster pistols. And I'll pull out another lightsaber. And let's just say, on the theory that we had 2 lightsabers. You see how it's kind of... So that clipping's kind of fine. It's barely noticeable, but you can see how it's there. And if I pull out the pistols... Do you see what I... Oh, you see what I mean? That's just... Ugh. If they had unpinned it so it could just hang down. But yeah, I was hoping to play as maybe a gunslinger. And I just saw this and went, no, no thanks. And I actually took a few screenshots of that and sent it over to mostly report the technical problems. No reply. That was over a year ago now. It hasn't been fixed, so I don't think they care, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they care. Oh, social activity. Now, this area can be a real pain in the butt with these social adjustment drones. Nice. They are champions and they turn up quite often. Some of these pulls mid-fight are a bit of a pain. There's another drone here. We do have 2 juggernauts. Hey, it's dead. Good. Sometimes pushing that one, it won't die from the fall. So it's very awkward. And this elevator is extremely fast.
My fellow citizens, the coming days will be difficult. You will hear lies about civil unrest, about attacks on our soil. But our world is protected.
Oh dear.
Not just by our arsenal, but the Cademimu Guard patrols the streets to keep you safe.
Oh, did they get rid of the other social droid? Oh. Oh, did someone just jump? You don't jump on this elevator. It's a oh yeah, there's a social droid. We just wait for this to bypass.
My people do not listen to the lies on the holonet. There are no riots in the Mercantile District, and the missile batteries are perfectly safe.
Perfect. So, Relo's already opened a shortcut, or one of the shortcuts here, using slicing. There used to be a fight here in this cantina. There used to be people like slinging down here from the upper level. This next pull's the most dangerous pull. Because there's one of these social adjustment drones, and a lot of enemies. You have to deal with them. Yeah, he has the shortcut opening. There's the drone here. Nice work. And the drone was miles away, so we didn't actually have to engage it. And there's a second drone somewhere here. Good, we can avoid that one as well. Perfect. Hey, nice and smooth so far. And up to the first boss, which is Officer Xander here. He has his enforcer droid, which you can avoid if you're lucky. You can sometimes try and imprison it. Over. I think there was a poison on the floor. So, next shortcut. Slice the security enforcer, the enforcer's cruiser. Bypasses a couple of the enemies. So we're now pushing towards the missile control center. We have to go through a docking ring.
Fellow citizens, some of you have questioned the makeup of the Cademimu Guard. You ask, why have we recruited off-worlders? But I say, If a man like General Ortol wants to fight for our planet, it would be selfish to deny him that privilege.
Where's he gone? Oh, that's fancy. Oh dear. Tell you what, you get across and I'll jump to you. What? That was a manly shriek of surprise, yes. Thought I wasn't going to make it there. I had a range of 30 meters. I don't know why I didn't wait until we were in a safer location. Trust you. I wouldn't have been able to do that properly. I'm not a very good jumper. Nice work. This elevator's extremely fast as well. You don't want to miss it. Or jump while on it. And you don't want to fall down here either. It's a terrible idea. Okay, second boss. Captain of this Corellian freighter. A Wookiee with a flamethrower.
This is General Ortol to the intruders. The governor may be cowering in his bunker, but we will do our job. You won't get any further.
And you focus. Now we run. Hey, we're actually out of combat. Nice. Here's the Missile Command Center.
This is General Ortol to all forces. The command center is under attack. Do not let the enemy take control of the missile batteries.
Straight through. This is the final battle arena. This is the console we need to take control of the missile batteries, or to take the final control. Still after us. So the missiles are still active. That's the final shutdown. This is the command computer, designated where the missiles are going to go. Unfortunately, we can't shut down the missiles, but we can decide where the missiles are going to go. The Republic fleet has appeared. Sure, let's target a Republic fleet. Oh, someone rolled higher. Instead, we're targeting an uninhabited moon. What a shame. And up to the final boss, General Ortal himself. We all here? Yep.
I fought in the war, you piece of trash! You think I'm afraid now?
Taking attention off the agent. So they can just focus on DPS.
Keep firing!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You actually won!
Whoever you are, listen! Those missile batteries are all that's protecting Kadamimu. You can't take control from it!
There you go.
This is Imperial Fleet Command. Planetary defenses are disengaging, and we've got the Governor's shuttle on scanners. We'll take it from here.
So the Governor was trying to escape in a shuttle. Happy days, we get to escape! And that went really smoothly. Kadamimu is ours.
How's it going, my lord?
Ooh, how respectful.
I've returned from Cademimu. What's our status?
With the planetary missile batteries negated, our fleet was able to bombard the planet's surface without incident. The first troops are landing, and the Republic arsenal has been confiscated. The war chest of the Outer Rim is no more.
How many deaths from the invasion so far?
Less than 24 among our soldiers. The enemy is surrendering en masse. Our domination is absolute. We've also apprehended Kadamimu's governor and scheduled his public execution. His successor will be given the opportunity to lead the planet into a new era, or else pay for its association with the Republic.
The Cademimu people didn't ask to be part of the Republic, and they didn't ask to secede. Don't punish them for being victims.
If they suffer, it is because they choose to be victims. But mindless oppression serves no one. In any case, our business is done. Until the next opportunity.
Maybe showing weakness to someone like Darth Malgus could be considered a terrible idea. But I don't think he's going to go say anything to Darth Baras.
I accept all forms of currency.
I wondered if I could sell those lightsabers since they were highlighted. I guess it's because they're usable by our character.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, back on board the Fury, and then we have a couple of bits of mail. Couple of bits of mail, get to know our companions a little bit more. Savrix. Savrix, that name's familiar. So, who was messaging us? Captain Gola, in regards to the SWTOR Corporation Secret Weapon Division 7. So they're downloading all the remaining data. The surviving team members of the Reclamation Service are going mostly to Hoth and Ziost. And then we have Sharak Brave, who we inspired to no longer be afraid of walking through the desert. Huh. She stepped out and followed our footsteps and found Master Yonlak alive. Interesting. I doubt she's ever going to tell Darth Baras of that encounter, but... oh well, she's... I don't know if we should be nice to her, she's made a friend. Also, I did gain those fleet commendations from the login rewards. So... maybe we'll do some space missions just to show off the Fury before long. Maybe. I mean, we may as well make use of them, otherwise they're going to go to waste. They're not, I don't, unlike the tech fragments, I don't think the fleet commendations are shared. Nah, they're bound to legacy. These are just bound to the character. Yeah. Oh well. Speaking of... level 59, we have our 8 heroic utility abilities. Force charge enables your next vicious throw or hew to be used against a target with any percentage of health. Okay. rather than wait for the 30%. Reduces the cooldown of Enraged Defense by 30 seconds, so it's a minute and a half. That's decent. Mad Dash can be used while immobilized. Speaking of Mad Dash, have I? Is that a new ability? It is! Madly dash forward 20 meters, dealing a fair amount of weapon damage to all enemies in your path. Right, okay. So it can be used while immobilized. It also purges movement impairing effects. Holy hell. The Immortal really has, or the Juggernaut maybe, has a lot of abilities just to break themselves out of stuns. Mad Dash can also deal more damage. It's also, it's cool. Okay, so it has a 45-second cooldown. That could be reduced down to 35 seconds. I mean, to be fair, we're mostly leaping into enemies, since the cooldown is always now reduced. But that could be fun as well. Chilling Scream, the one ability we're not really using, deals elemental damage to all affected targets. In addition, it actually grants you movement speed. I think that'll be better in PvP, I suppose. So it does a lot more elemental damage, slows the enemy, and speeds you up. Okay, so that makes Chilling Scream actually more viable. Reduces the cooldown of your Force Push and Intimidating Roar. Saber Throw, immobilizes it. These are all pretty decent. Makes sense, it's on the heroic tier of the utility skills. Increases the range of your Force Scream to 30 meters, but it does reduce damage beyond the 10 meter. In addition, Force Push deals 20% more damage and grants Extending Roar. Right, which allows you to do full damage. Right, okay. Force Charge finishes the cooldown on Disruption. Disruption. What the hell's Disruption again? Oh, it's our skill interrupter. Interesting. And then finally we have Intercede, grants Reckoning, increasing the damage dealt by your next melee ability by 20%. Initially reduces the cooldown of Intercede by 5 seconds and reduces the threat and damage taken. Intercede's the jumping ability I just used earlier, isn't it? Yes. Quite a few of these are decent. Not one of them jumps out to say, like, I want, like, take me instead of anything else. I'll take the Mad Dash. Maybe we should take the Chilling Scream for damage, like, for when we're surrounded by enemies. Speaking of, we might as well grab Mad Dash. Stick it up there. Yeah. Okay.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day and feel no desire to deactivate me.
You know, I never thought much about being a Twi'lek when I was younger. Even on Ryloth, there were lots of other types of people. As far as I could tell, people like me were just the ones who made the best slaves. Wasn't much to be proud of, you know?
Your perspective changed as you got older?
It wasn't getting older. It was meeting Twi'leks that weren't helpless. When I left Noct Draen's gang, I joined up with a group of Twi'lek artifact hunters. They were all young too, full of fire and Twi'lek pride, out trying to recover our heritage.
I could see the appeal of young, excitable Twi'leks.
You should have met them. There was a girl they called Taunt. She was beautiful. Everyone loved her. I made friends in the new gang. But it wasn't until we did our first job together that we were family. There was this rich Dur scumball, Kata Bliss. Obsessed with Twi'lek women, artifacts, clothes, anything. We took him for everything he was worth.
You said he was obsessed with Twi'lek women. Did you have to rescue people along with the loot?
Yeah, and some of them weren't exactly in great shape. Wasn't much better than Korriban, and they'd been there a while. Anyway, we were flying high. Did a couple more jobs together. Then came Korriban. And I guess you know how that ended up.
We never did talk about how she got caught. And why she was alone there then. Guess it makes sense that she was an artifact hunter though. Just trying her luck. Either way, thank you all for joining me once again with some more Star Wars The Old Republic. When we come back next time, we'll be on our way to Norman Carr's apprentice's homeworld. See what we can discover about her, see if we can find a way or other means to draw her out from under her Jedi Master's tutelage. Apparently he's hiding her away somewhere. Understandable now that he knows that we're actively seeking her. Either way, thank you all for joining me sincerely. Feel free to leave a comment if you so wish. And hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye-bye now.